Alright, so this is my new project. The bottom of the box is not even taped up, so I just hope nothing is damaged in there. I think I should get a knife. Okay, so I got my knife. Good old-fashioned kitchen knife. Okay, so this is it. And it seems to be that the tires are packaged on the bottom, so it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. But got the alloy wheels. Got obviously the bike frame with the chain. Obviously the sprocket. Decent packing job. Have the kickstand. Have little butt protector for the shocks and all that. There's stuff in there. And then the bike frame, of course. Yeah, looks great.
What up? Alright, so this is the newest build that I have going on the channel. This is the motorbike. I'm not really sure what name to call it exactly yet, but all I know is it's pretty fast. I still haven't reached top speed, but I just wanted to make a video going over pretty much everything that I had to do in order to get this to fit up to the Zeda Motorsports frame. It's the same thing as the BVR tuning, the Skyhawk, all the same design frame. So pretty much the first step that I had to do was I put on the handlebars first, then I put on the kickstand, which was obviously very easy, and then after that I had to put on the rear wheel and the front wheel. So basically with these, the most difficult part was actually figuring out where all the bearings, bushings, spacers, all that stuff go, in which I did figure out because my dad helped me, but other than that, pretty easy. And then after that, what I had to do was I had to wait for this sprocket to come in. And then when that sprocket came in, I had to take the wheel back off, and it was no big deal. I just, right in there. Then after that, I actually installed the motor. Just installed it without the pipe, the carb, nothing on. The motor was extremely easy to install. Instead of connecting it to the tubed part of a frame, there's actually a motor mount right there. And then obviously you just take it and you put it on right there. So that's no big deal. And then the next thing that I had to do, I thought the clutch was all worn in weird and a whole bunch of different shit, but actually I just had to readjust this this cable thing. I had to pull it all the way through. So that was that. And then after that I did the wiring. The wiring wasn't bad at all. I looked up one video on YouTube and then it was right there. I just wanted to show you the wiring. So the green wire to the kill switch, from the kill switch, and the black wire from the magneto go into the black wire coming from the CDI box. And then the blue wire coming from the magneto goes into the blue wire of the CDI, and then also the yellow kill switch cable goes into the blue of here, and then you'll get spark. For some reason, I don't know, an extra one, I'm not really too sure on what that's about, but as you can see, it's really dripping pretty bad. How much I got? I'm actually going to clean it up right now, but tires are not bad at all. They'll probably be worn out pretty quick because, you know, Chinese tires. But it comes with obviously the disc brakes in the front, and just the friction brakes in the rear. So yeah, that was to just get it running. To get it running, also I had to obviously put on the carbon, which I'm still working out a few little kinks here and there because this thing really isn't working out too much. So I have to figure out another way to get that mounted, because this tube here, and then the carb tube that comes off is actually, this tube, the one that comes off the carb, is bigger than this one, so it's loosely fitting. So I have to figure out a way to get that all perfect. So yeah, so the next part that I added on was actually the exhaust pipe, which is the dirt bike pipe. I ordered it on eBay. I'll put an image right here, and I'll link it in the description, just for the dirt bike pipe. So yeah, so that's that. And then it sounds great, by the way, so you know, that's pretty awesome. But the Zeda Motorsports guy who I bought it off of, he actually forgot to include the top gas tank O-ring, so it's leaking freaking everywhere, man. So, and also another thing that he did was that the rear rim is actually bent. You really can't see it too well because it's not moving, but it is bent, and I haven't really even rode it yet. The only time I rode it was to get it started, and I actually noticed it was bent when we were in the garage just spinning it freely. So yeah, so this is it. I have to obviously do the few last minute things. I'm gonna Loctite all the bolts. I'm gonna do the wiring, make the wiring all nice. I'm not sure, I might put one of those little sleeves that go over all the wiring, put that right there. I also have to get this whole clusterfuck up here a little bit better. By the way, this is the clutch handle. This is the front brake. This is the rear brake, obviously the throttle. It also has front suspension as well. The other kinks that I have to get better is the gas cap. As you can see, all that oil. It calls for 16:1 for break-in, so we had to put in 16:1 just for the break-in. Yeah, so I mean, that's really it. I have to also take a link out of the chain, take this chain tensioner, move it up a little bit to its highest point, and when I push this up, this one will go up as well. I have to figure out either how to unbend the rim or get a new rim. And then also, the most important thing, the air filter actually doesn't fit in between here and here. So I need to figure out how to somehow maybe get an offset, I'm not sure. So, that's that. Here's some videos on this bike running. Hope you guys enjoy.
I heard something.
Me too.
Heard some fuel. Well, an idle, or we gotta adjust the idle?
Yeah, you gotta adjust the idle.
So this is it. It is running a little bit lean because I have stock jetting in it with an aftermarket pipe on it and no air filter. So yes, it is running a tiny bit lean. Otherwise, it's not too bad. I do have to mess around with the idle. Throttle response. This is the hose clamp on the actual muffler, and we'll do a little test right now. In my opinion, it looks fresh with the exhaust on it. And it was running shitty, and it was because the gas is off, but now it's on, so it's all good. But yeah, fuck yeah, man, I love this thing.